This is Shawless Nagel, Executive Director at Kimmer Village in Assumption. To learn more about our services, click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station.
It's time now for the WTIM Morning Show right here on WTIM, your information station. I'm your host, Tim Zalabak, and thanks so much to the sponsors that make the show possible, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We have Jessica Franks in the studio. Jessica is the Recreation Director at Taylorville Park District. How are you today, Jessica?
Very good, thanks. How are you, Tim?
Absolutely. I'm doing well.
Good.
Thanks so much for being back in with us. So Jessica's going to be a monthly at this point now.
Yes.
It's really great to have you in and talking all types of Taylorville Park District stuff. It's great. Let's get started with some housekeeping here. We're going to talk Manners Park just a little bit because results have came out, and you guys have them. Take it the rest of the way here.
We do. We've received those back. Now we have a copy in the office that people are able to come in and view anytime during regular business hours. If you would like a copy of that, either a paper copy can be printed, and you could request a email copy. You just have to fill out a FOIA request. We'll get it to you within 5 days. Anytime you to the office, we'll be able to help you there.
Perfect. And this is over a year-long conversation about contamination at Manners Park. And with the results you guys have found, Manners Park is safe.
Yes, everything came back within acceptable limits. I mean, we tested a very large portion of the park, the whole entire part that had been closed down. And the board voted to close it down till we could get the testing done because they did not want that to be open until we could prove that it was safe, and everything came back acceptable. And so at that time we just opened everything back up.
Absolutely. And it's been interesting to hear what numbers are acceptable and listening to, trillions of parts per million, or I'm not saying it right, but they're hard to understand at first. But then when you find out, you're well within your limits,
right,
that's really all that matters.
It really is. I mean, it's just like a lab result from your doctor's office. May not make sense to us, but to them, they say it fits within the guidelines, so perfect. It's completely acceptable.
Head out to Manners Park, and you can get one of those copies of those.
You can. I mean, it'll be a little bit of a
Sure.
turnaround time, but we'll work with you on getting it to you.
Perfect. All right. End of the conversation there on Manners Park safety, and if you want those results, of course, you can check in with them. Let's head over to some summer stuff here. We're right in it now. The kids are out of school. Are you seeing that at your parks?
Oh, absolutely. Every day there's more and more people there, and all the programs are going. The pool is open, day camp going. We went from the handful of staff that the park normally has. We've went to 31 total staff, summer workers between the pool, camp, and all the maintenance we have to do over the summer and stuff like that. So I think it's awesome that the park is able to employ that many of our young people, and even some young adults and things like that. It's a great job for them to get into.
I had no idea.
Summer.
It was
Yes.
that many people, 31, all
31.
involved there.
Yes.
From lifeguards to maintenance people. And
yes, and that's not including just the regular staff we already
Sure,
have.
right.
I mean, we're over 50 with that, but
cool. Awesome.
31 extras. So.
I saw a group of kids walking with towels, and I knew where they were headed yesterday.
Mhm.
That's just
Absolutely.
perfect summer day.
Absolutely. Well, and we're going to start getting up in the 90s and up towards 100.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best place to be.
Really awesome. And the pool, while we're on it, you guys are looking at some new audio systems?
We do. We have ordered to replace all of the audio that's there. It's something that we were going to do with the new development of the pool anyway, but what we had was not doing well. So we're going to replace that, take it down at the end of the season, put it back up with the new pool.
Great.
Next season.
The new pool next season.
Yes.
I don't know. That's probably been announced, but we've been talking about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's been in the works for years.
Right.
I mean, things like COVID kind of slow that down. Then the events in the park have really slowed it down. But we're gearing up, getting a lot of stuff done and getting a lot of stuff ready. So hopefully at the end of this season, as soon as we close, demolition will begin.
That's very exciting.
Yes.
Any features that you have planned that have been laid out at all, and can we expect anything new?
There are certain things. I mean, the plans are there for people to see that, these are all contingent on, can we build this there and that? But the biggest thing that people are going to be excited about is having that splash pad there, because there's not a lot, the zero entry is great for the little kids, but this will be something where, it's right there for them to run around and play on. So Absolutely. I think that's great.
Did you say it was padded or something?
It's a splash pad.
Sure.
So all the water just shoots up from the
Okay.
ground. So there's no standing water there for you to worry about with the little kids.
That's amazing. Awesome. New pool I expected for next year. That's really
Right.
going to be awesome to see that.
We'll start talking about that a lot soon.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
yep.
Future conversations there with
Absolutely.
Jessica Franks, Recreation Director at Taylorville Park District. Let's stick on the pool because there are many, there's different programs and events happening at that pool, and they're filling up. Let's start with
Right.
Zumba. Oh my gosh.
Yes, that class Tuesday, Thursday, 6:00, and she's running 30 and 40 people in there every time. So that you register for a complete session for that. It's $5 for each class you show up. If you're not able to make it, you're not able to make it.
Okay.
And so it's very popular, very good time. And then we also have the water aerobics during the day. So there's 11 a.m. class, a 12 p.m. class, whichever you're able to make. We do those before the pool opens. So you have the privacy of just being there with that small group there.
Awesome. And that is show up and pay. And you
that is, you register for a complete session.
Okay.
And so it's $40 Monday, Wednesday, Friday for that. There's a session going on right now. So it's not too late to get in. The pool's just now starting to really get warmed up. So a lot of people joining in on that right now.
But Zumba is not, you don't have to register for that
You
one?
do not. That you just show up
Awesome.
Tuesday or Thursday, 6:00.
Probably show up a little bit early to that one.
Probably not a bad idea
Yeah.
at this point.
Do they cap it off, or have you guys reached a max?
No, I mean, the pool has a max.
Okay.
And
that's
so,
okay.
yeah.
Perfect. 30 to 40 people that last time
Right.
out. That's
It's
really
great.
Awesome.
It's awesome to see.
Awesome. So Aqua's what we talked about aerobics as well as Aqua these.
It is. Yeah.
Awesome. Summer stuff with Jessica Franks, Recreation Director. Anything left on the pool that we've left out?
Well, we are actively doing swim lessons.
Great.
So you can register for those. You can do 1 week, 2 week lessons. That's every single day for a week or 2 weeks. So that is very popular. We do have space still available, but just make sure you get in. We don't want to miss anybody on that one.
How do you guys do on getting lifeguards?
We've done great. We have a total of 17 this year. So yes, and they all do awesome. And it's great to see because a lot of these are young adults, recent graduates, some that they're 15, 16, 17 years old. But whenever they get out there, eyes on the pool. And it's amazing to see them be so mature and so focused on what they're doing. It's very, very important to them to keep everybody safe. And it's great to see.
Whole lot of responsibility,
Oh,
whole
yeah.
lot of training. Did they train on the grounds at Taylorville? Did you guys send them out?
They do. I mean, a lot of them had gone to Peoria for some recertifications. We did our new guard certifications in our pool. So they'd be familiar with our pool specifically. But there's a lot involved in the training that they have to have. And I'm very impressed with how seriously they all take it.
Yeah,
so.
That's really great to hear, especially the young people and taking on a lot of responsibility there.
Yeah.
That was my first job. I was 15. I couldn't even drive myself to that job, and that's a great start for people looking to get
absolutely
get in there. If a teenager out there was looking, or a young adult out there was looking for some employment this summer, are you still looking for lifeguards?
Actually, they would have had to already do the training, but we have a junior lifeguard class that we do, a 2-week class. So even if the kids are younger, my daughter is 13, she's going to do that because it's something that she's always wanted to do. So if they get into it, they'll show them this is what you're going to have to do to be able to pass the certification. So you can reach out to the park because we have one of those coming up pretty soon. And so it's something good, to get into.
Really, that's really awesome. Guard program. That is really awesome. Get it started early there. That is awesome. We got 2 minutes left in our first segment here. Anything left on the pool? I thought we had covered it all, but we missed swim lessons. Can you still get entered into swim lessons?
You can.
Cool.
So you can just come into the office. We have a registration form where you can select what time and what session that you would like to have. We've got 2 or 3 more of those coming through the summer. So no danger of missing it or being too late. And anytime.
Perfect.
Come in.
And camps to wrap up this first segment here. How are summer camps been
Day
working?
camp is going good. We are not full. And I'm surprised. I mean, once the camp started operating and I got to really see what all went on, a lot of people, I think that's awesome. The kids are going to get to swim every day. So much more than that. I mean, they come in the mornings and there's activities. They go to the playground, they come back in, and every day there's some type of project, like a group project. They do different STEM projects. It's a very organized program. And so I was very impressed to see that they keep the kids still on a fairly good schedule through the day. And then the afternoon, of course, they're in the water. So it's awesome. They seem to have a really, really great time.
Yeah.
So.
Seems fun, seems interactive, and they probably work in some education in there.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, that's their projects and things like that. We have weeks where, the police are going to come in or, maybe a nutritionist, so the Taekwondo people, just to run through cute things with the kids, different projects and stuff like that. So it's very cool for them to get to do.
You mentioned 3 great, just random things right there with law enforcement, and I'm thinking about extension people that would be happy to come talk nutrition.
Absolutely.
I mean, we live in a perfect community for
yeah,
that. So
absolutely.
Really awesome.
So they've done great coming in and not minded to come in and do that with the kids. It's great.
Really great to hear. This is Jessica Franks, Recreation Director for the Taylorville Park District. Much more to talk about when we come back. A concert coming to Manners Park to bring some anticipation to the morning show here. This has been the WTIM Morning Show. You're listening to WTIM Information Station.
Information Station. WTIM.
Hey there, it's Raimi Miller, personal and business coach, and also owner of Run Deep Coaching, and a Taylorville native now living in the Northern Illinois area. I have the pleasure of helping people strengthen the relationship with themselves and others virtually, no matter where they are. Seeing what's possible for people is the highlight of my job. For example, I support people through job transitions, relationship changes, and developing new habits. Recently, I hosted a workshop and people walked away with hope, courage, feeling worthy and seen. I would love to connect with you. Feel free to reach out for a virtual complimentary 60-minute conversation to see if it's a good fit to work together one-on-one, or we can just simply discuss any upcoming events. My website is www.runcoaching.com. That's www.runcoaching.com. I am sending you so much support.
People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, are proud to continue their long-standing sponsorship of honoring Taylorville High School Students of the Month on WTIM's many platforms on AM, FM, and streamed online, and on WMKR Genuine Country 94.3.
My name is Grady Haynot. I am the Senior Student of the Month. My parent is Melissa Haynot. My extracurricular activities are football, track and field, and the Taylorville fishing team. My interests and hobbies are fishing and hunting. My future plans are to become an electrical lineman for Ameren. And my favorite subjects are ag classes because they are more hands-on and skill-based.
People's Trust, put people first, salutes these great Taylorville High School students on this honor and wish them the best in their future. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
This is Dwayne Wheeler, the police chief of the city of Taylorville. As a law enforcement officer, I've seen the impact that depression and suicide have on many people. Many times, those contemplating suicide endure considerable suffering and distress, but there is help. If you feel depressed or lonely, there are many resources to help you. You can call a trusted relative, friend, or minister, or call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. That is 1-800-273-TALK. All of us are here to help you. Thank you.
Local farm broadcaster Jared White covers the local agriculture news you need to know. Weekday mornings at 6:40 and weekday afternoons at 12:20. Hear his reports by downloading the free WTIM mobile app at the Apple Store or Google Play.
I'm Kim Bourne, CEO of Taylorville Memorial Hospital, and we're hiring experienced nurses to join our great team. Learn more by clicking on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into WTIM, your information station, right in the midst of the WTIM Morning Show with Jessica Franks, Recreation Director at the Taylorville Park District. That first half, we talked all about Manners Park Pool and some incoming changes that are happening there. Demolition looking to start right after this season, so we're excited about that. Some test results that you can pick up from the Taylorville Park District there and have all your questions answered. And now a big announcement here, Jessica, with an idea that you had for the Park District, and I'm just going to let you take it here. What can we expect?
Yes, so something that I was very interested in doing, pitched it out to some of the coworkers. They loved it. And then the board did approve. We are going to start doing a summer concert series, July and August. So it's too late for June and July, but we are going to go ahead and kick off this year, August 10th. It will be a band called New Frontiers. They are a Journey tribute band. So we'll be out under the Chautauqua building in the park 7 to 9 on Saturday, August 10th.
This is awesome, Jessica. A
Yes.
summer concert series. We've talked about summer concert series with with different recreation districts and different forest preserves. I can't think of Macon County Conservation District. They have a
Mhm.
concert series, and I think it's so cool. You're looking to bring this to Manners Park to make it
Absolutely.
annual.
Each summer.
That's
Yes.
really great. Okay, so we're
Yes.
expecting a Journey cover band for this first one. New Frontiers. That's really
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
And this is great. How can people get involved? Is there any type of ticket purchasing or what? do you
No,
think?
it will be free to the public. The
Alright.
park, and we have a few sponsors that are going to help cover the cost of the band and things like that. So we don't want people to have to worry about any cost associated with that. I mean, we have Dave's Barbecue is going to be there. So it's something that as we continue to grow, we would love to be able to add additional food vendors and things like that and just make it a huge event for the community. It's
This
going to be
is
awesome.
huge. Yeah, a
Yes.
summer concert series at Manners Park. We needed it. It's a beautiful venue out there.
Absolutely.
That Chautauqua is huge.
Yes.
Plenty of seating to be had there.
Oh, yes. And out
awesome.
on the grass and wherever you want to be.
Yes. That-
I'm sure you'll be able to hear it.
Wow, I'm very excited to see this unfold here, Jessica. And you said that your coworkers, the board members, were on board with this.
Absolutely. As soon as we threw the idea out, they loved everything about it.
That
So
is really great. Just
Yes.
getting people over to Manners Park. I mean, it's a
Absolutely.
perfect thing to do. You mentioned food is going to be there. That's a really great thing. Dave's Barbecue. Keeps hearing them. I keep hearing Dave's Barbecue pop back up. It's a pretty popular.
it's
spot.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Dave's Barbecue, but I think the burgers are awesome.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I've had him. He sets up at the lake occasionally, and
Nice.
that's the times that I've had him. But we were very excited that he had that date open
Sure.
and was willing to do it.
Sure.
So very excited to have
That's
it.
awesome. Those sponsors that are making this all possible. Do you feel free to? announce them?
I will hold off
Sure.
on that. I'm waiting to hear back
Yeah.
from one more, but we have 3 sponsors that are going to help cover that event, and so it's awesome. People that are always very involved in the community anyway.
Perfect.
We're thrilled to hear about doing something like this in the park.
I'm
So,
sure.
yes.
Yet another easy one to get involved with there. That is really
Absolutely.
fun. So summer concert series, our first performance. When can we expect it?
That is Saturday, August 10th,
Awesome.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Yes.
And is there even an end date with these types of things? Or
7 to 9. They do a
7 to 9,
2-hour concert. So
Awesome.
not too late, but when it starts to cool off a little in the evening.
August
So,
10th, the first of the concerts that'll be the summer concert series at Manners Park, Taylorville Park District. That's a really awesome announcement there, Jessica. Anything else that we left out that you want the people to know?
no, we're just very excited about it. After we get the sponsors set up, and we'll start releasing more information and promoting it, letting everybody know about it. So it'll be a great way for people to come out, spend some time with the family. Everybody loves live music, and we felt like 80s was a pretty safe thing to go with. So we
Absolutely.
started with that. It won't always be that. We are open to any ideas that other people have.
Amazing.
So,
Free live music with friends and family and food
Mhm.
all around. I mean, you just can't beat that.
Absolutely not.
We're all excited around here for that. Let's talk a few more programs with the time we have left on the morning show here. Let's talk to Kids Are Kids and Special Olympics. I mean, it all sounds so cool.
Yeah,
Just had that.
so we love having them a part, using the park district for their activities, their practices, and so they have their dance this next Friday. But this past week they were all competing in Special Olympics. So I loved seeing all the results that they got. So many of them with their little gold medals, silver medals, and things. It's awesome to see them get to be able to do stuff like that.
That is
So,
perfect.
very
You
cool.
see them out there practicing. Where were the actual events held for Special Olympics? I don't mean to put you on
You
the
know
spot
what?
with that.
I'm trying to think, and I feel like I should know. And I can't remember, so I'm sorry,
On
but
your grounds, they practice at the
they
Taylorville Park
do. They're
District.
down at Don Bragg. They do a lot of their practicing, and so they did great. Very good showing.
Awesome. Speaking of Don Bragg, and this is kind of getting off the programs, but
Mhm.
there's some changes coming to the volleyball situation. there?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So I know if you've been out there and you've seen it, we have a very small following, a small group of guys that come out there and they play. And so one of the things that I had asked the board about in our last meeting was revitalizing that. And so we agreed to do that. We have ordered those items. So we're going to have 2, it's regulation size. I mean, everything's set up for them. They can tournament, they can do anything they want. Everything is according to the guidelines
Yeah.
laid out. So all of that will be completely brand new sand, new everything out there. So it'll be awesome to see that and begin to be used again down there at Don Bragg.
I love that. Even though it was just a smaller collection of people that were playing volleyball out there, their needs were heard, and now
Absolutely.
hopefully with the revitalization, as you
Yes.
called it, more people want to. We're improving things around here. Really
Yes,
great.
absolutely. One thing at a time.
And one thing at a time. Jessica, we're in our final minute here. Any last words for listeners?
No, just very excited about all the things going on. I mean, even tomorrow, we have senior lunch tomorrow. And so that's something the second Thursday of every single month. And so feel free to come out and join us for that. So many activities, and you can always call the park office. We try to keep everything pretty up to date on Facebook and things like that. So reach out. We're happy to help with anything.
Find them on Facebook and their website. Jessica, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Jessica Franks, Recreation Director at Taylorville Park District. This has been the WTIM Morning Show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W298 CD Shelbyville, 107.9 W300 EH Payne and Nokomis.
I'm sure.